Welcome to my channel, welcome to yet another video on the Audi. And this time I'm going to vinyl wrap the roof black just like I did on my Mustang. That should give it that nice black run from the roof down to the black window. We'll also have to do this little bit here as well. Now this may confuse you a little bit because my last video that I did on the Audi was to do the front bumper, but as you can see this has still got the old one on, so I'm doing this video in between the video on doing the front bumper. Yeah, that's right. If you remember, I had to wait for some headlight mounting brackets, and at this moment that was like a 3 to 5 day wait from Audi, so I'm still waiting for those at this moment in time. Don't forget the merch is now available, so you can get a nice t-shirt like this, or you can get a mug, or you can get a hoodie. And don't forget 10% of all profit of these go to charity, so go buy some merch and support the channel. So obviously to vinyl wrap this roof, the first thing we need to do is give it a clean. Now I've got a bit of a hosepipe ban where I am in the UK, so I've got to do it with the old bucket and water method. So let's go get a bucket full of water. Because it's only a single pan, it's not that dirty. I'm just using the one bucket method here, but normally I would use the two bucket method to stop the grit scratching the can. To blow out any excess water. And now as always, let's get the Mustang out and get the Audi into the garage. First job, just like the Mustang, is to remove the shark fin antenna. So first of all, we need to drop the roof lining, and to do that we just need to take these side bits off. Be careful, there is an airbag inside here. What you need to do is just to lift this one up, like so. Remove that. That has a pin which pushes into a connector there which holds it on. Next is just to get under the rubber, you just need to pull down and pull, and that should be loose enough now for the headliner to come away from that area. And now it should just be a matter of pulling down on the lining just to release the clips inside. Once you've done that, you should now have access to the nut that's holding on the shark fin aerial. So to remove the aerial, what you're going to need to do is to remove some plastic retaining clips that are holding the wiring on this side and on the other side, and it's the same for both sides. But let me just show you the plug on this side. I'm not sure if you'll see it. Okay, you may just see down at the bottom there's a blue plug that needs to be unplugged, and the same on the other side there's a red one. So let me try and get those out. So both plugs are sat in a plastic cradle, but if you just release them from the cradle, it brings them much nearer to the edge, so you can then unclip them easier. So to get the shark fin nut off, you're going to need a 22mm socket. So that's a pain in the backside job, but we've got it off. Not sure if I'm going to be able to wrap this really, but I might have a go, see how it goes. But what I'd like to do is basically just buy a black one. Now it'd be nice if you just buy the plastic bit that goes over the top, but anyway, I'm gonna investigate, see if I can buy a black one. But what I'll probably do is I might just leave this on after I've wrapped the car until I can find the black one, because I think it's going to look better than me trying to wrap that. So now leaves a load more mess which needs cleaning up, so let me clean that. So now the roof is clean, the next stage is to measure how much vinyl wrap we're going to need to fit this roof. So it's 1.6 meters long by 1.1 meters wide. So the actual vinyl wrap comes in 1.5 meter widths. So we're going to have to use that for the width of the car, and we're going to have 1.7 length of that 1.5 meter vinyl wrap. Before we do that, the next step is to clean the roof again with some isopropyl alcohol, just to remove any bits of grease that could still be left on there before we try and put the vinyl wrap on. And the next stage now is I'm going to tape off with this blue tape areas that I don't want the vinyl wrap to stick to help me when I'm cutting it and tucking it into the edges. And now the next step is to lay the knifeless tape into the groove down here. So I'm going to use knifeless tape because I want to get a nice straight cut. So that job turned out harder than expected. It's because this channel is so thin, I had to push it in with a little spatula. So we'll give the roof one more clean and then we can go cut the piece of vinyl that I need. Cut to size, laid on the car, and I've put the magnets on and now it's held in place. We're ready to go. What I might just do is just wipe underneath it, just make sure that's not put any dust onto the roof, and then we can strip the backing paper off. So next stage now is we want to pull this as tight as we can while it's sort of laid flat. So now we've got it just about flat, what we can do is we can start squeeging it down and working out to the edges. Now we've got the main body squeegeed in, now we can start on the edges. So I'm going to start on this knifeless tape edge first, so I need to get it, lift it up and get it tucked right into that gully before I then pull on the tape. So now that leads on to the bit where we need to do a cut. Now luckily this tucks behind the windscreen, so I should be able to leave quite a bit of an edge and tuck it inside. So now it's nicely tucked into this front edge. I've just got a nice new blade and now I'm going to lay it along the edge of the glass and then just score it and cut it along. I'm going to just refit the shark fin until I can get hold of the black one. So I'll just put this one back in for now. And the final stage on this part is just to apply a little bit of gentle heat just to raise any bubbles that we might have missed. Did actually bring up quite a few little bubbles there, which I've now managed to flatten down with the squeegee, so it's all good. So now what we've got left to do is that little piece at the back. So trimming this back bit is a little bit more involved because what I want to do is I want to now raise the hatchback up and tuck that underneath so it goes right under, so that you don't see silver edge when the hatchback is raised. So this piece here took a bit more time than expected, but I wanted to tuck it in, so let me show you. So I wanted to tuck it around this edge here, so we've got a little bit of overlap, and get it around there so it looks better. When you close it down, so now you've got a lovely edge around there and you've got no silver showing through at all. So I'm just going to heat gun this just to get rid of any bubbles. And that's it, job done. So let's get the car out the garage and let me show what it looks like in the light of day.
ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard.
And that's going to be it for this video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos like that, and if you like this particular video, then please give me the thumbs up, because it all helps with the YouTube stats. So as usual, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe.